Yeah,
Hi Akhil, how are you?
yeah, fine. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine. Thank you. Can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Myself, Akhil, graduated from Geetam University, Vizag. After that, got placed in TCS. It's been 4 years since working for TCS. Currently looking for some better opportunity uh, in QA sector. I have 4 years of QA experience as a QA specialist and a senior QA analyst. That's about myself.
Okay. So do you handle a team of few members or you are an individual contributor?
Yeah, I handle a team of 3 members.
3 members. Okay.
And
So
I also report to my client. Client is QA manager.
okay.
So I manage 3 members, and I finally at end of my day I report to my client. That's the
Okay.
flow.
Right. So there is a vertical hierarchy. You are
Yes,
reporting to someone and someone. Okay. Fine. Great.
exactly.
Okay. So can you explain the QA process on a high level? So I'm not telling you to explain what is happening within the organization in which you are working, but on a high level, how does how do you start your day? Which are the various roles and responsibilities that you have?
Yeah, sure. First, uh, before starting our testing, there are some product owners. They give some stories in backlog, and we'll groom ourselves and we'll take it into sprint and we'll conduct sprint planning where developers, testers, scrum master, everyone is involved. What to go, what not to go in the current sprint.
Mm.
After that, the set of stories will be set to that particular sprint, and we'll work on it. First, then we'll start our test planning, uh, and after that test planning, we'll write our test cases. Then once developers move it for ready for QA or ready to test, we'll test it in QA environment. After that, we'll move the code to UAT environment. Once all the UAT testing is done and regression testing is done, then we'll finalize the code to prod. On the prod day, everyone like QA and dev team work simultaneously. Like we'll be testing the code. Once the defect is there, we'll raise the defects immediately. That assign it to development team. Immediately they fix it, and again they come back to us. That is the flow in every organization, I guess. Similar kind of.
Correct, correct. Very true. Okay. Now consider a scenario where you are using the YouTube feed, right? So now if you observe in the YouTube feed, you will have all kinds of videos or channels that you would have visited once. So what YouTube feed will do, they will display all those videos from those channels or those videos which are similar to what you are searching on the YouTube, right? Now
Yes,
on
yes.
Saturday, yeah, now on Saturday you were scrolling through that YouTube feed. Okay. Every video you are able to see with the thumbnail option only once, right? What happened is on Saturday, there was some deployment done at 11:30 p.m., right? It was a requirement from client. The deployment was done from the development side. Everything was done, deployed to production. Now on Sunday, you find that the YouTube feed is showing some of the thumbnails of the videos repetitively. For example, uh, if you are already watching some IIT related videos, so that thumbnail is coming once. After scrolling down, that same thumbnail is coming again. So this is a defect that has got introduced, right? From Saturday to Sunday, right? Now, what
Yes.
would be your test next steps? How will you, face? What will you do in this kind of scenario?
So instead of getting once thumbnail, I'm getting repeatedly after the deployment, right?
Yes, yes, repetitively. And it is not like every thumbnail is coming again and again. For example,
Okay.
after IIT videos, you would have watched some trailer of the series that is going to come on Amazon Prime Video, Netflix. So all those things are coming quite fine. There are some videos that are whose thumbnails are coming repetitively now.
Okay. What kind of testing approach should I do for
So
that?
So testing approach is fine. The bug was there, and now it is
Okay.
found by you. Now, what will you do in this situation? It's a Sunday. Saturday, the development team did the entire work. They deployed into the production. The customer is going to use that particular thing on Monday on their time, right? If it's a US time zone based customer client, he will use on Monday evening 5:36. If it's a UK based, so 2 p.m. in the noon, he will start using. Okay, he or she might also use or test the application on Sunday because he was the one who actually, created that urgency, and that's why your team had to sit on Saturday night, right? So, what
Yeah,
would be your next steps? Mm.
yeah. In that case, I will open a high priority bug instead of high severity because it's not a kind of severity because it's not breaking like any functionality.
Mm.
He can able to watch his videos.
Mm.
Okay, it's just repeating twice. Okay, it's not blocking him to see the video.
Mm.
Okay, so it will be high priority. I'll open a high priority so that based upon the development team availability, they fix that bug.
Mm.
It's my approach.
Okay, okay. What else you will do?
Uh,
Don't you think you should call your team lead or team manager, or do you think you should send an email to the client as well that there is some one particular defect and the fix is in progress, or you might work on Monday in your time, morning time, and you will look into that fix, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure. That process is as usual. I open an SCR like a defect. I will assign it to someone and I'll mention all my cases and observation. Then I will take a look into it. I'll assign it as a high priority or low priority or medium priority, whatever it is based upon the scenario. Then based upon then my job is done. Then a development team guy has to look into it. After that, they will throw into a bucket.
Right, right. Okay, fine. Now let me share my screen. I give you one scenario. You need to tell me the high level test scenarios for this scenario.
Okay.
Okay. Is my screen visible? Shall I move
Yes,
it?
visible.
Yeah. Now there is a truck monitoring app, right? It is actually installed on the truck driver's phone. So they have this mobiles, and in that this app has been installed. There is one supervisor who is actually supervising where is the truck location as of now, right? So this using this via this application, all the truck
Okay.
drivers locations will be tracked via the truck supervisor, right? He will also monitor the route. He will also see drop off locations. Let's say if they had to carry the luggage or carry some courier parcel from one place, from destination A to destination B, then did he sign off at did he drop the uh, parcel at destination B or not? So those kind of things would be done, right? Now,
Okay.
why this is done? Because time, location, goods, everything is taken care, right? So qualities and the delivery is not compromised. So can you tell me
Okay.
the test scenarios? Sorry, not test cases, the test scenarios, high level test scenarios. How will you test this particular application in order to certify it? What all things you will validate?
Yeah, sure. First, I'll go with the happy path scenario. If I go with the happy path scenario, I'll just turn on while vehicle is on, and I'll turn on my app, and uh, I will allow. I mean, it is installed in truck or a truck driver mobile phone.
Yes, it is
Okay.
installed in a truck driver's phone.
Okay. Yeah. Can you give me 2 minutes?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. You can take your time. You can have a glass of water if you need. You can go through the scenario. If you want, I can again explain you this scenario. Right.
No, no, no. I just
You
want
are
to
the one.
think my.
You are the one who needs to test this application
Okay.
end to end and certify this application. Yes, Akhil. Over to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In these 2 minutes, I just came up with few scenarios. If I think I can give more, I guess. But
Yeah,
as
yeah.
of now, in my brain, there are some 6 scenarios.
Hmm.
Okay. Just first scenario is I will deliver order either too slow or too fast. For example, I have 5 orders in that day. Okay. So first for the day one, I will deliver all the 5 orders within morning half day half morning, like
Hmm.
before 9 to in between 9 to 12. Okay, I'll
Hmm.
finish off all my orders. Like
Hmm.
I will speed up my orders. Okay.
Hmm.
For the next day, for the 5 orders, I will deliver almost. I will take till morning to evening. Same order I will take from morning to evening. Okay,
Hmm.
same 5 orders. Okay, or else for the next scenario, I will be mm, yeah, while traveling, I will turn off my mobile. Okay, and just while delivering, I will turn on my mobile and I will turn on my app and I will deliver the product, and again I'll go back to my truck. I will turn off my mobile and I will not record that exactly at the dropping point. Again I'll turn on my mobile. That process I will do in
Correct.
one case scenario.
Hmm.
Okay, in other case, uh, I will like turning on and off my internet while traveling. Okay, I'll just turn on my mobile, but internet connection will be uh, like it's in traveling, right? So
Right.
in all places there won't be any signal. So for 1 hour I will turn on my signal and I'll travel, and I will just disconnect my signal for half an hour and again I'll turn on. That's a
Hmm.
one kind of scenario. or
Okay.
else I will be in continuous call where the app is installed, in which phone it's installed. Okay, I'll be in continuous call all the day, and I will deliver my order. Okay, that's in one case scenario. And I will go some see when app is installed, definitely route also will be installed, right? This particular route, that particular route, that only will show to the destination. So I will not go in that route itself. Okay, I'll just go in a long route, but finally I will reach my destination. But I wantedly I go some wrong route. Okay, that one scenario I'll try, and I'll just take break between parcel to parcel, like 2 hours I'll take break. In the next case I'll take just 5 minutes break. Okay, or else yeah, that one kind of scenario. Or else I will connect my phone to hotspot or data, like internet connectivity, whether it is that app is working for hotspot or not. Like internet stability, it only works for the data connection or internet. So
Right.
as of now, these are the scenarios in my mind. I believe I can work out some more scenarios if I get time.
Yes, yes, definitely. But these are good. These are good scenarios. See. So first of all, you can also test the location GPS based testing, routing is working properly or not. In case of data connectivity lost, or in case of that you were mentioning the net is not on or net got disconnected in between.
Yeah.
So you can see the last location, whether it is coming properly or not. Then in case of fixed route mismatch, for example, as you were mentioning the scenario of redirecting yourself to a different path route, right? So the
Yes.
alert or any other notification the supervisor should get, right? Then OS
Yes.
based testing, like in different Android flavors, iOS applications, you can test,
Yes.
right? Readable
Yes.
GUI is there. Then you can also check the data, internet data that is being consumed by the app when it is running, right? The CPU usage, the memory consumption. When the app is running, the mobile should not get much heated up, right? So those scenarios also usability point of view you can test. Then you can check the user application can link at one time, right? So once you download, then let's say if you enter your mobile number, you get your respective OTP. So there is one-to-one mapping, right? Then
Yes.
when the route is started, so there should be some notification like status message should be updated. Then how, like, then you can also cover with various scenarios, like how many driver and supervisor mapping is run. Like for example, one supervisor is mapped to 10 drivers, for example, 100 drivers. So that thing you can take care,
Yeah.
right? So if that driver is not allocated to you, so then his or her messages should not come to that supervisor. So that kind of security based or permutation combination testing, role based testing you can perform. There would be one system admin kind of a role who can see all the drivers whichever they would like to access, right? So those kind of scenarios you can make. Okay, but this is good. Okay, now we have a scenario of uh, Chrome browser is there. In that, a new mobile, sorry, not mobile, but a new normal extension has got introduced, right? Now how will you test that that particular extension is working properly or not, right? You would have used various extensions that are coming in the Chrome browser, right? Now you have to test that particular extension. So what all things you will validate? What are the test scenarios that you will think of?
Yeah. Can you give me a 2 minutes time?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Yes, Akhil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Rakesh. I just got with few scenarios
Mhm.
like I will upgrade my system. Like for example, my system is with Windows 10. I'll upgrade my system to next version.
Mhm.
Okay, or else I will degrade my system. I'll degrade my system. Okay, by upgrading and degrading my system, whether that extension is working or not, because
Correct.
it's a Chrome, it should work for all the Windows type, right?
Mhm.
So I will, and also by it's mobile testing, device testing, iPad testing. Like I will open my Chrome in mobile, I'll open my Chrome in iPad, I open my Chrome in Mac, I open my
Mhm.
Chrome in laptop. In all particular devices, it's device testing. Okay, one kind of scenario,
True. True. Mhm.
and regular time intervals like morning, afternoon, evening, night, midnight, like IST, PST, in all particular times, US
Mhm.
times, like time interval scenario.
Mhm.
Okay, and internet connectivity scenario, one
Mhm.
internet connectivity scenario, and OS scenario like Mac scenario, Windows scenario, one kind of scenario, and I will write in incognito. It should not in incognito, right? It's an extension.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, and I repeatedly, I try to use it repeatedly. It's whether how flexible, I mean, like durability, like kind of thing. I use it, I clear cache and I restart my system in the home system. I do many functions, that kind of scenario. These are few scenarios which I came across as of now.
Correct, correct. No, these are good scenarios. Apart from this, you can also add that first of all, you will do the happy part testing. Like after
Mhm.
adding the extension, are you able to see the shortcut of that extension on the Chrome browser, right? Then
Mm.
you can test the enable and the disable feature of the extension on the Chrome, right? Then you can test with various Chrome versions, right? And then you can generally Chrome auto updates, right? So you can also test by putting auto update off, then you can test in such kind of scenarios, right? I think auto updates you already
Yes,
mentioned, right? Then what is
yeah,
the perform
mentioned.
yeah. Then is the performance of the browser getting degraded because of this extension, right? So that also a thing you can test, right? Then then let's say if you have 10 different windows of the Chrome browser open, right? Then you are able to then when you download that particular extension on some particular uh, window, then what happens, right? Then rest all the similar things like whichever features or functionalities expected from extension, that should work, right? That is fine. Okay. So in your resume, you have mentioned about appreciation emails, numerous appreciation emails you have got from the client for reporting very crucial, critical bugs, right? And then you have also been appreciated via email by the vice president also, right? Then
Yes.
you have been number one in top performer board for 2 consecutive years in TCS. So would
Yes.
you like to share some scenario of that defect with which you had found and you were being appreciated?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Because in a very less time, like I came to project into 2016. Okay. Uh, Sorry, in 2020 I came to project, and within 2 months I just gained entire business knowledge, and I started testing. Like it's not similar to others. Like in a like kind of quick learner, gained much business knowledge, and I find all the loopholes, and I find out long ago bugs like no one did not recognize the application bugs till date. I find out that kind of bugs, and within just 2 months, like in two releases, I found out almost 120 regression bugs that no one find out that because it's like just 10 to 20 bugs max regression bugs for the particular small knowledge. I just opened n number of bugs like UI bugs, like nobody find out many UI bugs. I found out many UI bugs. That for that I got many appreciations at a time. Within less time, I gained more knowledge and work like kept entire effort for application for this application, my application. For that is one, and that is from client perspective. And when I got an appreciation from client, obviously those mails got circulated to TCS, and TCS appreciated me for those. And not only for that, I organized team well, because team members already deployed to the team. When I mean, I came in 2020, they already came in 2018, 2019. When I came in 2020, within no time, I organized the team and I lead the team, and successful deployments, successful releases went on. Like no production defects when I came into team. So these are all kind of achievements. That's the reason why from quarter to quarter I'm getting performance bands, like appreciations, those kind of things.
Great, wonderful. Right. So, in your CV, in the sprint participation, you have mentioned you're identifying the risk associated with the testing efforts and making appropriate judgments to minimize risk while delivering requirements. So, can you give me an example of one scenario where you had identified that risk and you suggested or you gave them this particular some point as a feedback and that risk was mitigated?
Yeah, sure. Uh, Yeah, in my it's an insurance based project. Okay, in my project, they will do product selling, like for retirement people. It's an AG, American International Group of Insurance. They sell product for retired people, policies and all. They can store their money, and they can perform investing some other policies, like kind of in India there will be LIC, right? In LIC we'll be having many kind of policies, before retirement, before after retirement, like for marriage kind of things, for
Right.
different policies. But in India it's just only one company, that's AIG. All the policies, storing money, investing, all will be done in there.
Mhm.
Okay, there I gave some in trade related part. They gave some requirement for trade related part, uh, and they misplaced some requirement. Because of that, a person who perform trade, and he cannot able to modify his trade immediately.
Okay.
Like it
Hmm.
process the trade based upon the client requirement, product owner requirement. It process the trade, and client cannot modify the trade. For example, a client slept and he wake up and he tries to perform a trade. He
Hmm.
realizes within 5 minutes that I performed the wrong trade. I just want to immediately modify my trade.
Right.
So I just, based on that, client introduced an option to modify a trade within short span. Like within
Hmm.
15 minutes of time, he can modify his trade, whatever it's done. He can undo his trade. So those kind of risks. Not only that, many kind of project related risks I have explained them. They implemented it. They have accepted it.
Great. Okay. So how do you organize the task for your team? Let's say three team members are there. So, and if you get some user story for testing, so will you assign that user story to all those three members, or will you assign one story to one person? And how will you assign the task to those team members?
No, for all the releases, I don't split stories exactly same. Like for example, there are three persons under my team. All three are with same grade, but I don't give same kind of user stories, like same kind of work for all among them. Like I just give some workload to two of them in that sprint, some less work for that other person.
Hmm.
Okay, for the next sprint, I rotate the workload among them, based upon their PTOs, like planned offs in the future releases, in the particular releases. Based upon that is the one criteria where I look mainly. Okay, and uh, definitely if there are three persons, under me, definitely there will be a strong person, a medium person, a weak person. Definitely we can categorize. Nobody will be, all the 3% can't be perfect. So based upon that, which is priority item, which is low severity item, which is transact. For example, if it's a transaction related item, I give it to the best person of my team. If it is a UI item, I give it to my medium person or third person of the team. So based upon that, I give it, and yeah, that's the main two criteria I follow
Okay.
every time. That worked for me till now.
Right, right. And all the three team members are sitting in the same location. We are working from the same location from which you are working.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That is the one best thing for happened to me. All three at same time. Yeah, same place.
Right. Now consider the scenario where one of the team member is working remote to you. For example, you are in uh, US, Charlotte. Another person is working from Texas, US, right? Remotely. So how will you assign tasks to him? How will you make sure that he is giving proper productivity output? So how will you collaborate on?
But yeah, definitely. For example, all consider all three of them are working from different locations, and consider I'm also working at a different location. So all four, no way we are working in the same location. But definitely for all four, there will be one particular point of time where we can meet. Definitely, because in the 24 hours, most probably only one guy will miss out.
Mm.
All the three other guys, definitely there will be one particular point of time. Okay, that's the like one person is working for 1 to 9 shift. Like consider 1 to 9. So I'll be logging it 8, 9 or 8. So other will be logging it in his in his starting working hours. So he will be giving update to one guy. That guy will be interacting to other guy. So end of the day, other guy will be giving update to me. So I will keep the responsibility, whole responsibility, whoever guy is meeting me. So I will keep the responsibility on him. And also, if they accept, I will assign. I mean, if there is no shift problem for him, the strongest guy, I will try to work with him when he works. Like then I'll be getting the proper update from the strongest guy in the team. So most probably I'll manage in that kind of scenario. But till now I did not face that scenario.
Mhm. No issues, no issues. Okay, Akhil, I'm done with the interview, right? It was very nice talking to you, right? You have got very good clarity on the test scenarios, and eh, despite you are working, you have been working in manual testing. I would recommend you should definitely go for automation now, because
Yeah, started.
started. Okay,
Yeah.
great, great, right? So wish you all the best for your career, right? And uh, take care. And you have any questions for me?
Yeah, sure. Do you felt any topics where I'm lacking, like either it is like innovation, like I mean, while I'm describing a test scenario, like or else particular situations. You have all the interview went upon the scenario based.
Correct.
So, do you find anywhere that I'm lacking in this particular? You're not thinking in that corner. You are only thinking in one corner, like
Mm.
that. You felt.
No, no, I don't think like that. The truck monitoring app question, you were able to answer that. The second question also we are able to answer. So I don't think like that. I think you are doing in a good direction, right? Just uh, keep it up, keep it revisiting all your concepts, right? I'm sure that you will be cracking the interviews very soon, right? Just start giving the interviews. Okay.
Yeah, one suggestion I need is I'm not getting interview calls while I'm applying. I mean, I have uploaded my resume
Mm,
in Naukri, and
mm,
all the profile details, everything is updated.
mm.
I'm getting very few calls. Do you have any tips to get more calls for interviews and all?
So you just need to update your CV every day, and once you will have a notice period less than 30 days, you will start getting the calls. Don't worry for those things, right? But then
Okay,
do a good preparation such that you will get the call so you can crack the interview.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.